Just because a public beta for iOS 16 is out, it doesn't mean Apple is done with the current general release software, iOS 15. Although, actually, it very nearly is done with it, and there's every likelihood that this will be the last ever iOS 15 update. Though you never know. July 21st update below. This post was first published on July 20th, 2022. This update has been in the works for a while. The first beta was released in May, but it's finally here. So, here's what you need to know about iOS 15. 6. Make forums your destination for all things iOS. Read full details of what's in the release for me the moment it lands. Kato Flaherty looks at the security considerations of each new release, and then read Gordon Kelly's analysis of whether UI to install are away. July 21st update. More details have now emerged about iOS 15. 6, including more than 3 dozen security vulnerabilities. That's a lot, though. As mentioned above, the last iOS update was back in May, so it's not entirely surprising. Apple has published a long list of these 39 fixes, of varying levels of seriousness. Don't be worried by the list, the point is that this update should be fixing them. Check Gordon Kelly's upcoming guide to iOS 15. 6 to find out more about how well the update is doing. But another item not mentioned in Apple's changelog, below, has surfaced. And it may not be the last. The good thing is, it's been fixed, even if a mention in the notes would have been helpful. The issue spotted by 9to5Mac is that the last update, iOS 15.5, introduced a bug to Apple Books. After installing that update, users reported that books would repeatedly crash when opening a book. Which, obviously, is not ideal. One user described it as crazy bad. It looked likely that this update would fix the problem, as both the iOS 15.6 and iOS 16 betas were working as they should. Even so, for some users, this fix has been a long time coming, and they maybe switched to reading on the Amazon Kindle app or chose real books instead. If more issues, solved or not, appear, we'll cover them here on Forbes. If you have a device that runs iOS 14, you're sorted. Impressively, Apple has ensured that every iOS 14 capable iPhone runs iOS 15, too. That's quite the achievement, stretching back across every device released in the last 6 years. In other words, every iPhone from the iPhone 6s onwards, and includes all 3 generations of iPhone SE. This won't apply with iOS 16, by the way, which is for iPhones from iPhone 8 onwards. For iPads, you're good to go with iPadOS 15.6 if you have any iPad Pro, any iPad Air from iPad Air 2, iPad Mini 4 or newer, and iPad from the 5th generation onwards.